for any platform to work for you, the only recipe is consistency. That is the only way to be. So you have to be consistent and you have to be authentic. Don't try to become a second version of somebody. Be your own first version. So every audience is not sitting on every platform. So once you have clarity over the goal and your picture of the audience, then you design your platform. So once you have the clarity of goal, and if you nurture your skills well, you will be able to choose a life which brings you money, happiness, and fulfillment. If you don't love yourself, you don't propagate yourself, who else will? Be your
Yeah.
own biggest cheerleaders, everyone. Please do that. Love yourself. So I think to find your purpose, you just need to explore yourself on the inside and believe you are the creator. So I feel when we feel that we are not fulfilled at work, there could be only two reasons which I could find in my career. One, that wherever you're working, you are not being appreciated completely for what you do.
Today, we have Career Spotlight Coach on Let's Talk Clarity podcast. She is Sneha Sharma. She is the founder of Dream Career University, which specializes in personal branding for career growth. She has mentored more than 7,600 students. She's a LinkedIn marketing expert with more than 13,000 followers. In this episode, we discuss about career transformation, why we need to spotlight our career, how to find purpose while doing work. We discuss productivity hacks, how to find purpose in life, and how to be happy while doing the job. Let's jump straight into the conversation. Hello, everyone. This is Rakesh, your coach, author, speaker, and career transformation expert. Welcome to my podcast, Let's Talk Clarity. Let's Talk Clarity, in which we discuss about career transformation, productivity, and life fulfillment. Let's start the episode and talk clarity. So, Sneha, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
So, Sneha, in a minute or two, just introduce yourself to the audience. Where are you? What you do? And yes, let's hear from you.
All right. So thank you very much, sir, for giving me this option to tell the word about myself. I'm Dr. Sneha Sharma, and I'm a career spotlight coach as introduced by Rakesh, sir. I basically help young professionals and students in building their dream careers. Because I am a person who believes that to build your dream career, you need to have the spotlight on your skill set. And that is why I call myself a career spotlight coach, because I help everyone to get that spotlight on them to build their dream careers and live a life that they deserve and they aspire for. And apart from that, my educational background is I'm a BSc Medical, after that an MBA and a doctorate in retailing from Punjab University, Chandigarh. I also have a diploma in training and development. And for past 12 years, I've trained over 7,500 plus students in building their dream careers by helping them ace their skills and help them in building the right skill set in order to achieve their dream careers. So yeah, that would be it. Thank you.
Wow, that's great. That's so much to hear from you about the career spotlight and how to build that dream career. So, my podcast is all about how to transform your career, how to gauge our productivity, and how to get the fulfillment in our career. So, let's understand what is this career spotlight coach? How you will define a coach?
So I feel that for anyone to achieve anything in life, you need a helping hand. So that helping hand could be called a coach, a mentor. This person can be somebody in your family. For me, it was my father initially. For all of us, probably it would be our parents for the first couple of years of our life. And then we eventually learn things through others and we find mentors outside as well. So career spotlight coach came into picture because I realized after my say 7-8 years of grind as an associate and assistant professor and dealing with 100 plus students in class of marketing and business communication, I realized that I have the capability and the capacity to make people find their true potential. Because it is not that I don't have the potential, it is that people are not aware about their potential. So I think I have that knowledge, that understanding that I can help people get that clarity about themselves, because we are talking on career clarity, and also help them in making clear decisions, building those skills that can help them get that spotlight. Because you will always be known for the things which make you stand out. Anything that you are doing in life which is extra, we all do this to stand out. Any degree, we all have done common degrees, we have all had classmates in life, 50, 60 people always study together. What is it different that we do from others is always that extra that we have pushed in life. So I help students find that special skill set to bring that spotlight onto them and build their strengths around that. So yeah, that's how the name Career Spotlight Coach came into picture.
Yeah, that was very insightful that everyone needs spotlight, even in college, even in school, even that is required in your career also. And the best medium or platform to do the career spotlight is LinkedIn or any platform, because for the bloggers it can be Instagram. So you are specialized in which platform?
So I feel that for getting spotlight in your career, the term which is very much in these days, which your listeners will also resonate with, is personal branding. Okay. So this is a term which has come into picture recently. Rather, it has been there for a while because I am a marketing person. I've studied branding advertising. So it's been there. But now this is given a little extra importance. And the reason is, of course, digitalization. So this personal branding is creating your brand around your skill set, around your strengths, right? So in order to build your personal brand, you need clarity of goal. What is it that you want to achieve? After you have the clarity of your goal, you will know who's your audience. For examples from your listeners, somebody who's a student, for them, their end goal is to get a job in a company, let's say. So for them, their audience are the HR professionals, the recruitment managers, the TAM, right, people. The other way around, if somebody is into fashion industry and they want to get into movies, they want to get into modeling, for them, the audience is completely different. So every audience is not sitting on every platform. So once you have clarity over the goal and your picture of the audience, then you design your platform. First, you decide the platform and then you design the platform. You decide which platform. People who are interested in content writing, they should have micro blogs on Medium. They should have their own websites where they can portray their work. People who are interested in fashion industry need to have an Instagram account filled with, loaded with images, because that's what they want to build their career on. Somebody wants to get into singing, somebody wants to get into choreography, you need to have a YouTube presence. There are the people who are feeding and watching this kind of content. Somebody wants to build a professional life, who wants to make a mark in the professional journey, has to be on LinkedIn, because that is the place where professional networking is happening. Somebody who wants to make a name in the podcast field, has grip over sound and has grip over voice, has to be on a podcast platform like we have this Career Clarity podcast. So this is what is very crucial, that you need to know what is that brand you want to create, what is the goal of creating the brand, who is your audience, and then eventually choose the platform and then start presenting your authentic self on that platform. So that's how, and if you asked me about which is my platform, so because I am making my personal brand around intellectual audience who are building their careers and professions in the field of management, technology, etc., it is LinkedIn for me, which I have been developing for past 7 to 8 years. So yeah, it's LinkedIn branding, which I am currently doing for myself and for people who have worked with me. Yeah, over to you.
Wow, that's great. So you have explained every profession in a very nice way. And I was able to resonate with all these professions in a dance, YouTube, and all those things. But if someone is graduating this year, 2022, so how he or she should choose a career means after graduating, whether he should do a startup, whether he should join an MNC, whether do a job, or whether to go for some blogging, travel blogging. So how to get that decision?
Oh, well, honestly, I feel that the current generation is far, far ahead of you and me in terms of taking their career decisions. And they are able to do that because of the gig economy. So the moment they enter into their first year of college, they are exposed to so many things that if they want to build their skill set, By the end of third year of their college, many of them already have their startups in place. They already have their businesses running. What I intend to say is that if somebody is right now in college or is about to pass out, they should have in last 2 years explored themselves in terms of the skills that they can master, that they have. For example, they could have tried their hands on editing, they could have tried their hands on modeling, they could have tried their hands on making logos, whatever is their interest. Everyone has an interest, everyone has hobbies. So when you keep nurturing your hobbies, you eventually realize that what are the skills you have. Because I also say that for students, when I talk about clarity, I tell them that all of us have three things. One is talent, second is your skill set, the third one
Mhm.
is your passion. So the
Passion.
passion is which is something, which you will never get bored of. So maybe for Rakesh sir, it is, talking to people about their career transformations. For me, I think passion would be to pump somebody with so much of energy that they feel confident. I love motivating people to be their best versions. This is what I can get up any time in night and you tell me you have to tell this person and motivate him. I will put my 100% energy to make sure that, he is being delivered that. So that is passion. It is inbuilt. Second is talent. Talent is which you are naturally gifted with. For example, public speaking can be a talent for somebody that he was born with those traits. Singing can be a talent. Analytical skills can be a talent which someone has right from birth. We have super kids who know all maths calculations like that. So that's a talent. Third one is the skill set. And that is why to become successful, you need to be aware about your skills because skills can be learned, skills can be nurtured, skills can be developed. So once you have the clarity of goal, and if you nurture your skills well, you will be able to choose a life which brings you money, happiness and fulfillment, because only money will take away the peace. So only money is not a good bet. It should be money with peace and happiness. So if a student has to explore, my decision, my steps to them is whatever is your biggest skill set right now, based on that skill set, choose and start working. If you want to try your hands in something, take that step, risk yourself and do it. Do not become a victim by saying my parents did not allow me to do this. Don't be in the mindset of a victim mindset. Be a master of your destiny. No one can force you to do anything, so break that myth. First of all, every decision you take is a conscious decision. If you agree to your parents, that means you consciously agree to the points they have presented you. You agree to your spouse, you have taken a decision to agree to them consciously. So take ownership of your decisions, your life will be very much sorted. Clarity will automatically come. So take that first decision of being the master of your life, take the decision and implement. It's okay to burn your hands. It's okay to fail. None of us would have ever reached an epitome without failure. You pick up anyone, you read about any of stories, everyone, the graph is always up and down, up and down. If the down is there, then the down will definitely come in couple of years. There is no story which is only uphill. It's always a downhill. So it's both of them. The ups and the downs are going to come. So instead of procrastinating for the best option, go and implement. Figure it out. They call it figure it out genius. You're a genius. You have such inherent powers. Your mindset has everything. Your brain has
Mhm.
all the answers. Connect with yourself and implement. It doesn't work, change, re implement. Be flexible enough. Fall in love with your dream. Don't fall in love with the path. The path should be changed as and when needed to aspire for the dream that you have to achieve. So I think flexibility and implementation. We do this right, sooner or later, we will be where we wish to be, probably for all of us. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow, that's great. There's so much energy you pump into this answer. And now my listener can understand that where to go if they want any motivation. So, Sneha, how to get in touch with you?
All right. So I am available. The name that you introduced with me with is my personal name, personal brand that I have created because I am otherwise Sneha Sharma. But Sneha Sharma is no more available on Google as a domain because Sneha Sharma is a younger girl than me who's a F1 racer for India. So she has that to her kitty. So in
Okay.
order to make my personal brand, dear listeners, I made my name to Sneha Sharma, the coach. So if you go to Google and the moment you type Sneha Sharma, the coach, You pick up any platform, you will find me there. Okay. But if you want to actually connect with me the most and get my services or take any help from me, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm available there, and I'm very much active on LinkedIn. I am there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I have my website with the name Sneha Sharma, the coach, and I have my school with the name of Dream Career University. So I help students in building their public speaking skills, interview frameworks, help employees to make the career transitions. So yeah, I think that would be it for self promotion and advertisement. Sneha Sharma, the coach. And I call it like, we have to be apne muh miya mithu. If you don't love yourself, you don't propagate yourself, who else will? Be your own biggest cheerleaders, everyone. Please do that. Love yourself.
Great, great. That's great. So, guys, you can hear that Sneha Sharma, the coach. And we are connected on LinkedIn. And I have seen your journey on LinkedIn since last 1 year, from a few hundreds of followers to now 13,000 plus followers. So, how is this journey?
Actually, the journey has been, phenomenal. And I would say that I am myself a little, I just realized that what I wasn't doing right, which now I got to know. And it's that everyone knows it, that for any platform to work for you, the only recipe is consistency. That is the only way to be. So you have to be consistent and you have to be authentic. Don't try to become a second version of somebody. Be your own first version. So I am my first version. If somebody wants to be my second version, it's up to them, but I am nobody's second version. I do things on my own way, in my own way. So the moment I started presenting on LinkedIn consistently with my content and authentically, I have seen that people resonate with you. So whether you're a student, whether you're an employee, whether you're an entrepreneur, be consistent in your efforts and be authentic with what you are doing. Try to give, value to people. If you try to get things out, the mentality has to be of empathy. This is another very common word that you would find everywhere on my profile, that is empathy. Because I really believe that you have to have empathy as a very major skill set in order to do well in life. You have to let people be themselves, and then only you will be giving yourself the opportunity to be yourself. Because if you don't let others to be themselves, you put yourself under pressure that I have to be this. In order to be a good wife, this has to be done. In order to be a good employee, this has to be done. In order to be a good mother, this has to be done. There is nothing. We all of us are full-fledged beings with immense potential. It's like enormous energy. So there is nothing that you can't do. The only thing we miss is not having the clarity, not being able to show up consistently, and trying to be somebody else. So be your own first version. So my journey on LinkedIn has taught me that be consistent, be your own first version, and don't be afraid to share your knowledge for free. Don't worry. People appreciate knowledge. And when they appreciate knowledge, you are building your credibility. So if you're into entrepreneurship, share your knowledge. Right now, I don't worry that, okay, this is something which I will give in a paid course. This is something I will not give in a paid course. I share whatever I know. If it adds value, because I joined this profession with the aim of helping people achieving their dreams. So money is an outcome. Money can never be the forefront, because if money is the forefront, then you're screwed. Not beyond a glass ceiling. We can never break that. Yeah. So I think authenticity and consistency is which is going to be crucial.
Well, that's bang on, because consistency and authenticity that always play a bigger role in content creation or putting yourself into any platform, whether it is LinkedIn, whether Instagram. And by this giving and taking, I remember one incident. So I was going for my first event, means first motivational event, and I was very much in stress. So I went to my mentor that I'm feeling nervous. I want to give to people. And there she goes. She told me that जब भी stage पे चढ़ना हमेशा देने की बात करना. Never ever just go to stage for taking something from the audience.
Absolutely.
हमेशा देने की बात करना. And you also rightly said that it has to be giving, giving, and giving. If I ask you, what are the top 3 learnings of last 1 year journey of 13,000 followers? So what that means? Learning means any tips or any other thing which worked wonders for you.
So I think it is important for us to be, like I said, whether you go for an offline speech or an online speech, whether you are doing a event anywhere, like you very rightly said, that you need to give to get. So the same way, the biggest learning is you have to give your time to the LinkedIn algorithm. Then it will reward you, because eventually it's a computer system which is rewarding you, to be honest. Okay. It's a binary, it's a 1 0 which is giving you everything. People are connecting with you because you are being shown up to them. Why would LinkedIn show you up? Because you give the platform good content. You create value for the people who are on the platform. So it the first and foremost is you have to dedicate, and it's not that you have to sit on LinkedIn for 12 hours. No, I have time fixed. My phone rings every 4 hours for 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, after every 4 hours, 15 minutes, I go on LinkedIn, engage on the post, whichever I want to engage in, load my post if I have to, come back. After 4 hours, another 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. So one day, 1 hour, you give to the platform, you put content, absorb content, engage on content, and you see the miracle. It's a miracle, that I would call it. And I always say that LinkedIn is a game of 3 pillars. That is my second learning, which I've understood. First step is building a good, optimized profile. That is the first step. Because when you're advertising something, people come to your shop and your shop has no banners. Nobody knows who you are. So for you, your LinkedIn profile is your shop. It is your advertising brand. It is your page. So when people come to your profile, they should get all the information about who you are, your journey, what have you done. That has to be there, along with the keywords with which you relate to people. So that is an optimized profile. Second step is to engage on the platform. Putting out content is not engagement. That is just one part. When others are posting, are you communicating with them? Are you presenting themselves to them? That is important. And the third step is where you are also creating value. So you make an optimized profile, you post content, and then you engage on the content. That is how you will be able to get the results of your choice. I mean, you can actually want whatever you want, because with LinkedIn, I have got the opportunity to do content writing for Dr. Vivek Bindra's Bada Business. I have done public speaking course recording for him. I wrote a complete content for his one of his courses. I have worked with other content writers to make content for educational websites. I have got promotional campaigns now on LinkedIn, which I do as a so-called, they call it influencer, and the term is so overwhelming that, they call you an influencer. I mean, who are you influencing? We are not able to influence our own selves, but that is the power of this platform, right? So it gives you things which are unimaginable. So,
Wow.
and it gives you job opportunities, it gives you leads, it gives you everything you want. So it's a gold mine. They truly call it a gold mine. It is
Gold
a
mine.
gold mine of everything. So that is the second most important learning. And the third learning for me was, which I think is that you have to be doing audience research. आपको पता होना चाहिए आपको किसके लिए content लिखना है. And then you organize your content in the right way. That what content is working is my video, because I love recording videos, but right now LinkedIn algorithm is not pushing videos. So if I keep doing that, my authenticity is getting, I'm not able to reach my right audience. So now I have a mix. I have 2 quotes, 1 meme, 2 carousels, all filled with the value for my audience, so that every audience is different. Few enjoy memes, few enjoy posts, few enjoy carousels, informative posts, few enjoy motivational punches. So you're reaching out. You have to make yourself the best version available to them. Then only people will connect with you. So be authentic in that. I'm again repeating, you do all this by doing what you're good at. You don't have to do it to become somebody else. Do what you're good at based on your skill set. That's very crucial.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And you also mentioned that you use LinkedIn after every 4 hours for 15 minutes. And that really pointed out to me that sometimes I go on social media for half an hour, 1 hour, and that goes on and on. So is there any tool which you are using to balance your time, or if you are using any tool to means increase our productivity? Because why I'm asking you is I'm having so many clients, executives. The one thing which everyone is means having problem is managing their own time and their productivity. So how you are managing your time and office productivity?
Absolutely. So I think what you have referred is everybody's nightmare. The moment you go on Instagram and then you realize, okay, 2 hours have passed.
Yes.
So I mean, all of us on our phones these days have a very small settings called digital well-being. We all have it. Okay. I have not added any special app. It's a digital well-being app. So it gives you the option of putting up a notice on your phone the moment you press the app. Okay. So I have put my YouTube, my Facebook, my Instagram, and also LinkedIn all
Mhm.
on digital well being. So the
Okay.
moment I start I press the app, it says, do you really want to go to LinkedIn? I say, yes, I want to go to LinkedIn. So I go to LinkedIn, and after 15 minutes, it will shut off LinkedIn. It will not give me anything, it will just shut down. So next time I will repush myself to press again. That do I want to again intentionally waste my time for 15 minutes? And I do it at times, I press again. Yes, I want to waste my time for another 15 minutes. So it gives you a reminder that you are consciously doing what you want to do. You can't blame anyone else. So I think if you all apply this digital well-being thing, it has done wonders for me.
Great.
And when I am literally doing my video recordings or course recordings, I put my WhatsApp also on this so that there is no way I can be disturbed. You need only your Gmail, and Gmail is never an addiction because that is for checking information. You really can't explore Gmail and keep reading mails for a while, but you can waste your time on, these are all shiny objects. You can,
Yes.
although you feel you are getting some great information, but unless you don't implement the information, well, sorry to be apprising you, but we wasted our time. So that's what we do. So that
Wow.
is what I follow as a technique. Apart from that, I think little bubbles of focus help me a lot. So I call it, it's a concept by Robin Sharma where he says that throughout your day, make little bubbles of focus. 90-minute bubble, 180-minute bubble, 60-minute bubble, whatever works for you based on your time
Mhm.
availability. And for those 30 minutes, you should be unapproachable. Your phone needs to be not around you. So you do what you're doing with 100% focus. And then you are free. 30 minutes done, then you go for your task, roam around. So your productivity never gets diluted. And plus, I think the Pareto's principle, if somebody can understand that in their life, they're sorted. If you can
Yes.
understand the 80-20 principle, that what is that 20% which is going to give you the 80% result, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. So I think with passage of time, you really get an idea कि कौन सा टास्क मुझे फायदा कर रहा है और कौन सिर्फ मेरा टाइम किल कर रहा है. मतलब आपको लगता है आप बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो, बट यू आर एक्चुअली वेस्टिंग योर टाइम ऑन दैट. So that gives you a lot of clarity. So yeah, these three
Yeah.
things have worked for me: digital well-being, and little bubbles of focus, Pomodoro technique also they call it.
Pomodoro.
So that is
Pomodoro.
also there. And the third one, like I said, that you have focus time for something. So these have helped me to maintain the productivity for myself. Yeah.
Oh, that was great. That was great. That this digital well-being I was not using, so I will definitely after this recording I will definitely check out and definitely use. And the one feature which which I will means I love to hear this is that after 15 minutes it will shut off.
It will shut off. It goes gray on your screen and it will not even tell you that I'm going to shut down. It is going to tell you it's going to be down. So अगर आप कुछ सुन रहे थे, आप कुछ देख रहे थे, आप कुछ लिख रहे थे, तो वो गया.
Yeah.
But this works only on phones. So if you're doing it on laptop, then you have to be self-conscious enough to shut it down and then come back.
That is good one, good one. I will definitely try to use it
Sure.
because of lately I also find it very difficult to manage time because once the podcast is going published and then it is natural tendency to see the statistic and how many listeners, how many followers. So
Definitely.
so okay, but we have to live with the shiny objects. But the thing is that we have to learn how to use them in our productive way. So that's the one
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah.
When you said that, it just reminded me of one of the. I follow a lot of spiritual gurus because I feel that the original purpose of life is to be spiritually aligned. Making money is one part of it, but being aligned to exploring your full potential is the purpose that we all should live with, right? So Sadhguru once I heard a video of Sadhguru and he said that you know we are humans, but the phone we hold is called a smartphone. So who are we? We are not called as smart humans, but the phone is smart. So if the shiny syndrome, if the shiny objects are controlling your life, yes, we are in trouble. You
Yeah.
are the master, so you control your life. Not Don't let the things control your life. Don't let Netflix tell you that a new story is out, so you need to binge watch it. No, you decide what is important. So yeah, it just crossed my mind when you talked about shiny syndrome. Yeah.
Great, great. So you have just reference about the purpose of life. So how one can find purpose of life, or is there any pathway? Is there any framework, or means how to start it? Means we cannot tell the whole story, but how one can start to find the purpose of life.
I think the story is only inside. There is nothing on the outside. So if somebody is trying to find a purpose by seeing how many LinkedIn followers they have created, how many clients they have, how much money is there in the bank account, what car is there, you will never be able to find the purpose. The purpose is always within. So I follow Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's the author of books called Placebo, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, the multiple books. So excellent, becoming supernatural. And you won't believe, I am so short of time because being a hustler, being a mother, being a brand strategist, I don't read books much, but I have Audible. So I listen to books so much because that is something where you can actually do some multitasking, somewhat where you can do one task and also listen carefully. So Dr. Joe Dispenza is what I follow. So I think to find your purpose, you just need to explore yourself on the inside and believe you are the creator. You will only be able to find a purpose when you believe you're the creator. If you are dependent on the outcomes, then you're screwed, because then the world will decide your fate. But if you decide your fate, so I think meditation as a practice has helped me calm down. It has changed my personality. I mean, I think I'm still very energetic, I'm still very chirpy, but it still calms you down in the midst of some confusion. You're able to see that this confusion is just on the outside. You go inside, everything is sorted, it's all peaceful, and then you're able to find the solution to everything. So it brings you out of the victim mindset. It actually takes you towards being the master of your life. To me, my purpose is very clear. I want to be peaceful, empathetic, and joyful. And I get this when I am able to help people. For few people, it could be different ways. So we need to find what is that kick that we get while we do something. We all have it. Few people just love singing, they enjoy playing guitar, they are crazy for those things. So that's what is their purpose. They want to spread their language to the world through that skill set. Usually, I think my personal understanding has been that a purpose is always related to a skill. You will always have a skill which which will not push you, it will flow you towards your purpose. So my skill of being able to be listening to people, my skill of being a mentor to them is taking me towards my purpose, where I say that, okay, I am on a mission to help 100,000 people change the way they look at their careers. So it actually pushes you there. Meditation as a practice, doing a physical exercise, I think gives you new altogether new horizons. I'm a golfer, so I make sure that I play at least 3 to 4 times in a week. I'm not able to do it daily, but I just love. So if somebody, they post a very often question on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, if it was not about money, what would you do? And I don't know, every time I always answer, I'll play golf. I'm so fond of playing that game. So because a physical activity relaxes you, it brings your hormones down, energizes you. So meditation, physical outlook, and a skill that you want to nurture takes you towards the purpose.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
That's what I picked from your answer is PEJ, peaceful, empathetic, and joyful.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great. And let's take it forward. And means all the my clients are working professional, corporates, startup entrepreneurs. They do some work at the from the start from the morning till evening, but most of them don't get fulfilled while doing the job. So my next question is how to get that fulfillment while doing any job or any business. Means sometimes the fulfillment doesn't come. Means for me, means my journey into this podcast also started because I was not fulfilled with my career. And the journey started, and now I'm recording this podcast and finding my fulfillment through podcasting, through coaching, and all those. So, how one can find this fulfillment in work?
I think, Rakesh sir, for this, everybody's journey is different. Your journey is different. Mine has been a little different. Each of us has a different outlook. So I feel when we feel that we are not fulfilled at work, there could be only two reasons which I could find in my career. One, that wherever you're working, you are not being appreciated completely for what you do, which you can't change. It's external circumstances. The only thing you can change is you can change the company. That's one part of it. The second part of it is that if your fulfillment is driven by the external appreciation, then you're already doomed. So it's like you cannot depend on point one because it does not exist. Your fulfillment has nothing to do with your external circumstances. Your fulfillment is your own responsibility. So in order to be fulfilled, it is necessary for you to know what makes you happy. We only feel unhappy when we do something for others and they don't appreciate we have done so much. My boss gave me a task, I completed it so well, I did it, I sat overtime and I did it, but my boss didn't even congratulate me. I am unsatisfied. But what if you never thought what your boss was going to feel and you did it because you enjoy your work? You did that task because you thought that, wow, this is a challenge, I enjoy doing it. So when you look for things on the outside, the journey, the hustle will never end. You will always be in the running this circle of putting blame on others, trying to find a solution. Blame the others, find a solution. Change the circumstances. You will find the same kind of people everywhere. When you try to fix the world is huge. Try to fix this one person that you have full control on, which is yourself. So I think in order to get fulfillment, we have to look inside. And I also feel one of another big reasons that the fulfillment doesn't come is we fall into the trap of comparativeness. We fall into the trap of comparing our journey with somebody else. I am at 13,000 on LinkedIn. Somebody is at 13 lakhs. Now, if I start thinking about 13,000 to 13 lakhs, I've done nothing. And the point is that I am not supposed to compare. I will feel dissatisfied only when I start getting comparison into picture. So I need to be enjoying the life. Like, in the words of wise people, they say you are here to live, to enjoy. You're not here to compete. So this whole mindset that has been put in, it's a race, you have to work hard, you have to run faster. Whom you're competing with? Where are you running? Where are you supposed to reach? The end point for all of us, if you're a Hindu, is a deathbed. If you're a Muslim, it's a deathbed. If you're an entrepreneur, it's a deathbed. So where are you running? So enjoy the journey. Enjoy the time that you have. Do every day the things that you love to do. If it's singing, get up early in the morning, do some riyaz. You enjoy writing, start writing. Don't write because you want to become a famous author. Write because you enjoy writing. If I enjoy helping people, I should not help people because I want to be listed as one of the top coaches of India. I should do it because I enjoy it. If I'm good at it, your skill will get recognized by others. But if you push for it, you will not be able to give value also. So that satisfaction will never come until you're peaceful inside. Satisfaction is only when you're peaceful. Otherwise, there is no satisfaction. That's my way of looking at things.
That was so insightful that we are here not to compete. Let's have this closure of this podcast, and we'll have one more round of podcast when you will reach 13 lakh followers. Definitely.
I keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully that to happen soon.
Yes, we'll definitely do the next episode when you will reach 13 lakh followers. And this is the one last question, or maybe two questions, that if you want to write an autobiography, a book for you, what name will you give it to that autobiography?
I think that's such a deep question, very insightful one. I think I'll call it Be Your Best Version, because I love perfection. I want to be a perfectionist, but I've learned that perfectionism is a dangerous bug. So we don't have to let it bite us. It should stay near to us, but not bite us, because if it bites you, you get into procrastination. So I think I would call my autobiography as Be your best version, because I really, really don't fall for competition. I don't hoot for competing. I don't support competition. I never tell anyone to be like anybody else. You explore yourself. We are all made unique. Somebody who has made us is so beyond our imagination that he has filled us with everything that we can be. So explore your own potential. You're limitless. You can do and be what you want. So yeah, I think it will be your own best version. That will be it. So you've given me a job, Rakesh sir. I have to put this title down. If the title is out, the book should be out too. I'm going to start working on that.
So this podcast will remain ever, and we can listen again and again, and always listen the
Mind you said.
title of the autobiography always. So here comes we are at the end of our podcast, and thank you very much for coming to the podcast and sharing your knowledge and your journey so authentically and with so much energy. Means I can feel the smile, the energy. Even we are recording on Zoom. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Clarity with Rakesh. Please subscribe or follow this podcast on your preferred platform so that you don't miss any important episodes. Have clarity, listen clarity, and let's talk clarity. Let's talk clarity.